banned. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team banned.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to some glorious Dota 2 action. Today I am your caster, Party Petey. Thank you so much for joining me. We are here in game number 2 between Always and Deep Shit versus Veteran Gaming, actually. Veteran has taken game number 1 with a very, very strong and dominant performance in game 1. I'm very excited and eager to see the performance in game 2. We are here actually in the lobby this time, but last time we were in the lobby in the draft phase. We are still in the lobby in the draft phase, and hopefully they do not mass disconnect again. If they do, hopefully I will be able to get into their remake lobby. Otherwise, who knows? Who knows? Well, looks like same bands, kind of same bands. A little bit. They looks like Always and Deep Shit are gonna ban out the Chen. That Veteran showed very well and great performance in last game. Sand King not making the first ban, however, still available in the pool as well. Maybe Deep Shit are going to go ahead and take that instead of letting it go to Veteran again. Tony is gonna be picked up, however, and Tony can be played in any role in this patch, so it's just a pretty open pick here. And yeah, it's just a Tony, you know, he's just there. Just minding nobody's business. He's a rock monster of some sort. A rock lobster. Not a rock lobster, but for those of you who know what and what that is, congratulations. But yeah. No, we're pretty into this game. It is what, 3:40 in the morning now? It's 4 in the morning. For me over on the US West world, this is the curse I've been laden with. I have not seen a Shadow Shaman pick in a very long time, actually. I feel like Shadow Shaman secretly has been falling off a little bit. People really don't pick Shaman that often, but it is going to be Tusk that pairs up with that. And Tusk and Shaman are pretty good wombo combos there. And that was the position 4 roaming Tusk that did some excellent work in last game, so most likely will be played by the same. Oh, no! No! Why? Why? I don't like Dark Willow! Alright, anyway, this is my first Dark Willow cast. I played Dark Willow. I have Dark Willow's Immortal. There's gems in her Immortal that have trackers in it. Welcome to Dark Willow Gaming. Veteran are going to capitalize on the fact that Dark Willow was put into Captain's mode and was not nerfed at the same time. Dark Willow is very strong, is still very strong, and was not changed upon entering Captain's mode, so she is unbelievably strong, especially with a Tony, of all the people. The root is actually really strong. Dark Willow, the duration of the root is really strong. They got ban Lifestealer. That is a hero that has magic immunity through most of Dark Willow's everything. I mean, yeah, a BKB or Omni Knight is a pretty good counter out to Dark Willow. Omni Knight, however, has been banned. Juggernaut also a hero who could spin through most of the stuff and or Omni Slash, so banned out as well. They're just trying to go for magic prevention here. The first pickup will be OD. So if it's a Dark Willow mid, then OD actually has the heavy advantage in the mid here. But you never know. It's probably not gonna. Well, the OD is mid, but I highly doubt it's a Dark Willow mid. But it's also not a tiny mid. So that leaves the question: is this a 4 or a 5 Willow, or is this a 3? No, a Willow doesn't offlane. So is this a 2, a 4, or a 5? I don't know. We'll find out between now and the next, like, 14 minutes. However long it takes to do a drafting phase nowadays. But yeah, we'll work through that one. I still can't believe that Dark Willow was put into Captain's mode with no incoming nerf. It was just thrown in there mindlessly, and they didn't really care. It's going to be Earth Spirit's going to be paired up with that, so that's the roaming 4 then. Which means the Tiny, there's no way you play a Tiny 5. So this is a 3 Tiny then? Or a safe lane?
10 seconds remaining.
It can go for it. It can go anyway. It can go either way.
5 seconds remaining.
Go either way. Earth Spirit's a pretty good combination with Dark Willow on top of that. The next best thing they'd go for, I guess, is, well, they can't do Death Prophet, because I really, really want to think that this Dark Willow is mid. Looks like, Always in Deep Shit are going to go for some greedy stuff here, as they're going to pick up their mid in the safe lane pretty early, leaving the off laner up in question here for, Deep Shit. Whereas Veteran possibly...
10 seconds remaining.
I'm sorry, guys. A little tired.
5 seconds.
Whereas Veteran possibly either already have their offlaner or they have their mid hero. I highly doubt it's a Tiny mid, though. I'm thinking it's going to be Tiny in the offlane. He's going to spec durability, and Earth Spirit's going to rotate often. And then Dark Willow is going to be mid. Although against OD, it's not that great of a lineup. But Veterans still have 2 picks, 2 total bans, 3 total picks left on the playing field here. Lycan made it through. That's a pretty strong hero. He's still a very strong hero. He is still a very, very strong hero. There's always Axe. Axe is another hero that technically has a root. It's really just taunt.
Dire team ban.
Oh, Bat Rider. Alright, this will be a little bit more fun here. I do like to see a good Bat Rider game every now and again. Did cast an AVGL game earlier today, or yesterday, pardon. That was a pretty nice Bat Rider player, so I'd be interested to see how this Bat Rider will perform. Not in his wake of the previous Bat Rider player that I already watched, but this Bat Rider in general. It's another hero that can disable, which is great, because they're going to need a lot of that against an OD and a Gyro. So I guess this is the off-lane Bat, the mid Dark Willow, or no, the Dark Willow's a 5 then. Or no, Dark Willow's a 4, Earth Spirit is 5, Bat Rider is 3, and Tiny is 1 or 2. Looks like Legion Commander and Shadow Fiend are the last 2 bans for both the teams. So this leaves a minute, basically, for both teams to figure out what they want as their last hero. And Veteran are going to go straight for the Templar Assassin. So TA is going to be the mid, most likely. Meaning this is a position 5 Dark Willow and or position 4 Dark Willow. Or position 4-5 Earth Spirit, a 3 Bat Rider, and a safe lane Tiny. Or it could be a safe lane Templar. And it could be a mid Tiny. You never know. People have been experimenting quite often with these new aggro-based lineups and stuff like that. Veteran, they've got a little bit of greed, obviously. They have Dark Willow, of whom has not been nerfed, and is really annoyingly just, I don't understand how Dark Willow was not nerfed yet. And then coming into Captain's mode, still not nerfed. But, yeah, no. Always in deep shit. Working on who they want as their offlaner by the looks of it. Centaur doesn't do much here, but Centaur does have great return capabilities. Stun and initiation is something that they kind of need. Tusk is a great way to do it, but that's not enough. I gotta go for the Abaddon, actually, which is pretty nice, actually. Abaddon with natural resistance-based abilities. which is pretty good with this team. Blank has the most retarded looking OD horns out in the possible known universe at the moment, so I'll be judging that constantly. That doesn't change anything about this game. I'm just mentally horrified by that being an OD headpiece. Like, in my opinion, that shouldn't be an OD headpiece. Let's look at my OD. Lo and behold, my OD has the same thing. Oh my god, my OD actually has the same thing. I'm stupid. I'm very stupid. I'm sorry, world. Anyway, welcome to the game. It looks like everyone's connected this time, so we won't be affected by magically being DC'd. And we'll go into the game, thankfully. Thankfully, we will go into the game. Alright, ladies and gents, as always, I will start with the side of the Radiant. Now, I do apologize. I am on the US West, meaning I will have small ping issues on this server. I won't tell you the exact number. It's covered at the moment. If you want to look really hard where it is on the screen, you can. No promises though, but anyway, it just bear with me here because the ping is a little bit slow. There's a tree just flew out of nowhere. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the heroes and the sides. Veteran's going to be on the Radiant this side. Rap will be going to play the Earth Spirit. Tony is going to be played by Leo Batrider, played by 22. Insane is going to be the Templar Assassin, and Dark Willow played by Kenji. And it looks like Batrider is in a bit of trouble, but not really. He spec'd Firefly first, which means he has extremely low lane aggression without sticky napalm at level 1. Looks like it is a free rune for bot if Jaquilo wants it. It's going to be possibly a 3-1 pickup here. Jaquilo just hanging out. So, and then Kenji will be playing the Dark Willow. Meanwhile, on the side of the Dire, we have Blank from the side of A.I.D.S. is going to be playing the OD. Abaddon going to be played by Chiquilu. Tusk by Magikarp, Shadow Shaman by Colorful Fighter, who was the Razor last game, and Rainbow Warrior. No, I got it wrong. Colorful Fighter was the OD. Rainbow Warrior was the Razor, who is Gyrocopter this game. Looks like the runes are indeed a 3-1 pickup. Jaquilo actually gets to pocket both of them and is getting ready for the really cocky pull. Little do they know that Rap is waiting here on the back lines with an Orb of Venom. Just going to right-click him a bunch, and so is Leo. They're ready to right-click him quite a bit here. Dark Willow TPing in, too. Looking for the root. Jaquilo taking a lot of damage. In fact, Rap has a roll in 7 seconds. I think that is enough time if he gets one right-click off here. The root's gonna land, and Kenji will claim the first blood from the really annoying root from Dark Willow. And it looks like Dark Willow does have the offhand here. It's a gift from La La La. Whoever La 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 is needs to understand not to buy gifts for people that shouldn't deserve to be living. Because just Dark Willow, alright? I get it that Dark Willow's in the game. It's just, I can't, alright? It's just Dark Willow. It's not a fun thing to look at. That's just like, in your mind, you're like, alright, well, whatever, Dark Willow's in the game. But when she's in the game, it's like, this sucks. This really sucks, and in fact, we've already seen how it sucks with Bramble Maze dealing 100 latch damage. And it is a burn damage? No, it just says 100 latch damage. Insane is having a pretty decent time in the mid here, as actually using Side Blades to deal a super adequate amount of damage to Blank, and neglecting the oh, there's Side Blade right there. Oh no, double deny from Blank. It's going to be not a double deny from, oh, sorry, kill down in the bottom. Jaquilo going down again to the bull crap from Dark Willow. I'm just not even going to really talk about it. I personally just hate it. I just hate it. It's like watching a Tinker game. OD imprisons something. That's a dead range creep. Well, it's dead now. So with Jaquilo, who is already 0-2, do you just continue to go back to the bot lane? You have 5 wand charges, 6 tangos, and a shield. Like, what do you really benefit from going back to the lane here at the moment? Veteran, he's got 4 stacks of sticky napalm out on the gyrocopter up in the top. Does the GC have a wand? He does. Everyone listens to Purge nowadays, which is always great. Everyone's got wands now. That's exactly what the world needs. 22 is going to have 2 stacks of napalm. Snowball going out onto him. On top of that, it is going to be the shackle going out for him. But unfortunately, the Earth Spirit is here to save the day. But how much can he save? As 22 will go and fall to Colorful Fighter. And Rap will go ahead and get the kill on Colorful. Magikarp getting pretty low as well. Rap will heal. Magikarp will also heal. Rap roll into. Will he find it? He's trying to get out. Nope. Gets pinged by a right click. It looks like 22 is coming back in, maybe trying to get the kill on Rainbow Warrior here, but not going to find it. Looks like back in the mid. Templar Assassin stuck underneath the tower. The Snowball Magikarp making a great job here. Just rotating constantly. Insane will go down to the right click of blank. He will fall and die very slowly. As you can see, the body is no longer there. Da-da-da-da. That's a really bad question mark. There you go. That's a better question mark. The first one I didn't even try. Up back at the bottom, though, we do have possibly another kill out on Jaquilo. We do have Leo getting pretty low. Jaquilo is trying to evade the roots, but at the same time, up in the top lane, we do have 22 getting a kill out on a Rainbow Warrior. Jaquilo, is he going to find a root? He's going to be A-OK. Back up in the top still, though. We have a continuous fight happening. 22 is trying not to die. Rap is going to get the kill at the sacrifice of his own life. It's actually split between 1, 2, 3 different heroes. Unfortunately, 22 is going to be in a bit of trouble. He's going to be near the creep wave. He'll get the banning rune if he wants it. Yep, he will get that one at least. He'll be escaping, but back down to the bot, though. Jaquilo trying to get away again to go after Leo underneath the tower. It looks like there's a lot of greed happening in this game, and it's definitely not coming from Veteran, of whom has the more greedy lineup at the moment. Wow. Pressure Leo into trying to get the CS. Misses the CS. I'd say if they go into mid anytime soon, they can get a pretty easy kill on Blank at the moment. He's got 300 and no HP, and yeah, they're doing this. This Psyblade action is actually outstanding coming from Insane. It's actually insane. Dun Rap. It's actually level 6 on the PA already. TA, I mean. So used to seeing PA. That's the other problem is that yeah, TA, PA, PL. I think that's really it. There's AA. That's not really like. Is there PC? Phantom Cancer. That's what it is right there. There are 3 traps in the middle, and I can't tell if they how long it takes for them to deal. Okay, yeah, there you go. It is dealing damage. A.I.D.S is gonna go ahead and W him up. Insane is just gonna right click him down. He's got no items, to be honest. At 36 and 11, the OD is 21 and 4. A.I.D.S is taking quite a bit of damage to these astral traps. He's going to get pinged again. Unfortunately, it is a fresh trap. Insane is going to be stuck on the wrong side of the couch here. He's taking quite a bit of damage. Just managed to get the banishment off in time, but the refraction is up and running. Insane looking for the lucky root. They get the root. Magikarp, is he going to get caught in the root as well? He goes down. Insane does manage to go down. The Colorful Fighter is going to get the root out onto the Dark Willow. In comes the roll coming in from Rap. There was a haste rune, and hasted pushed straight into a root. On top of that, will they get Colorful Fighter? It's going to be Kenji's going to be able to escape. Is she, though? No, just barely. Magikarp misses the Q. And everybody will escape. Or will they? As we see up in the top, we have Rainbow Warrior getting jumped upon by 22. 22 is pretty darn slow. Looks like the oil slick is just sticking onto this bad boy as Rainbow cannot turn around. And 22 is going to go ahead and top off. Meanwhile, up in the bot lane as well, Leo gets a kill out on to the Abaddon. There is a lot of stuff happening on this map, but unfortunately not in the way of A.I.D.S Veteran. Definitely showing their superiority role. Unfortunately, is going to be canceled by the Snowball. Veteran's going to go ahead and get him with a big old W there. The root comes out as it's so annoying. A.I.D.S is going to be stunned out by the Dark Willow AoE stun. It's going to be also equally as bold. Uphill miss, however, does manage to keep the OD alive against Kenji's powerful right-click ability, known as Cursed Ground? No, it's Shadow Realm. How much bonus damage is? It's 200 bonus damage? That is ridiculous. Ice Frog. Why is this hero in the game? Oh, that might have not been the greatest play for 22. Rainbow does not have Wand available. Does have Tango, and there's Kenji. We'll go ahead and get that kill. Snowball maybe is available for Magikarp. Will does have it, and Colorful Fighter will go ahead and claim that kill. Meanwhile, back in the mid, OD taking quite a bit of damage to the traps of Templar Assassin. Now that these traps deal damage, there's a much bigger reason to use these traps less sparingly. Back in the bottom, Jaquilo, low HP, the roll from Rap, and there he goes. He is deado. Rap will confirm that bad boy, and maybe get this bot tower eventually, but I really think the Abaddon should stop coming to bot tower. He seems to be having a very hard time. He's 0-4, right? He's 0-5. Is the Tiny 5-0? Tiny is 2-0-3. So he's been there for all 5 of his deaths. Whereas Earth Spirit is 4-2-5. He actually has so much damage. The roll goes out from A.I.D.S, or from Rap. Unfortunately, A.I.D.S not hit by that. It's going to be pushed into the trap, actually. A.I.D.S taking a lot of damage. The roll, the really bullshit root is available. Is going to root out one. The double stun is going to fall out onto A.I.D.S. It will double stun, confirmed. Doesn't protect you. Will engage the trap still. Insane will go ahead and get another insane double kill at the very early of the game. Veteran performing very well despite being really greedy players and picking a very greedy hero. Being a greed though, we do have 22 is going to end up going down in the top lane for 500 gold. Instant TP back into the bottom. Chiquilo though will fall to Kenji with the most powerful right click ability in the game. Stun will go out as well as a silence out on the Shadow Shaman. He is in a bit of trouble. The root is there and will land, and the negated earn damage will confirm his death. Shadow Shaman, unfortunately, falling to the will of Dark Willow. And unfortunately, that's how the game goes. Because Dark Willow was not patched. Veteran will claim the first tower. Insane to get the last hit on it in the mid. Back over here, though. Do they see Magikarp? There's a sentry up on the hill. That's from Magikarp. The tower does go down to Leo. Is there a bottle on somebody? I saw what looked to be a bottle charge. No, it was Arcane Boots particle effect. So the second tier 1 tower to fall. So one tier 1 tower left. We have 22. Is going to go for a Yule's first. It is 10 minutes though. Let's go ahead and switch over to net worth chart, where shocker, we see 3 of the Radiant heroes over the top of the net worth. We have Tiny running at 5.3. He basically has his Blink Dagger, boots, and a Ring of Aquila, or as I like to call it, or as everyone likes to call it, the Ring of Tequila. Next to that, we do have the Templar Assassin running at 5.2. He's about 100 gold away from her Blink Dagger as well. Next to that is the Bat Rider, who is in a bit of trouble. Unfortunately, he is going to go for a Yule's. He has the Soul Ring and Tranquil Boots up and running with a 12-slotted wand. Next to that, though, we do have the Gyro, who managed to get back in the net worth chart here by killing off that hero. He is going to go for the Dragon Lance, most likely into the Hurricane Pike directly afterwards. Next to that, we have the Earth Spirit running at 3.6. He's going to go for the Super Urn, then the Blink Dagger, and then the Dark Willow running at basically 3 even. It's got a weird mix of items. Maybe the Courier has a little information to shed on this. Nope, just a bunch of mixed random items. So she's kind of the 5 here in this scenario, and she's doing a very good job at making sure that she's there for all of the kills. She's been present for 12 kills. The snowball would go out on the 22, but it was bait as the big old damage comes in from Insane and 22. They will get that easy kills, and Leo again in the bot lane managing to get a kill out onto Abaddon. That is 4 dead. The only one to technically be alive is the OD, who is running at 2.9k net worth at the moment. Not really having a great time. Not really having a great time. It looks like they're going to set their eyes on the last tier 1 tower available. 22 is prepping up his oily slicks. Magikarp is prepping up his Snowball Fist now that he's level 6. It's finally level 6. It's the last support that is not level 6. So, it's all that. And some bags of chips. Looks like 22 is burning up the creep wave. A rocket is going to go out on him. It is a level 1 rocket, so it's just going to give him a little tickle. The fear being channeled by Kenji maybe to taunt a little bit here. They are going to get the root out onto the gyrocopter. How long are they going to be able to hold him? The stun goes out, but it's purged immediately from Jaquilo. Very well timed purge there. Looks like Dark Willow will be the only one to fall. Unfortunately, unable to start channeling Terrorize. Will end up going down the TP from Templar. They know that she's right there. A sentry is thrown down. Out goes the Hex on top of that. Now she is going to be shackled. There is no real way to save her immediately, although the Bat Rider comes in and possibly sacrificing his life for another. Nope, 22 just has, just going to walk uphill with Firefly. They do manage to kill Gyro, however, because Leo is here now with the massive amount of damage. Shackle out onto the Abaddon, who is now up on the top of the hill here. The Fear will go out to land on no one. And Jaquilu is actually just going to start TPing, but Leo is going to throw him up into the sky and smack him a couple times. That'll be a triple kill for him. Tiny literally just showed up at the end of the fight to help everybody, and that is a 5-man wipe. He's going to be Veteran, absolutely destroying the competition. A.I.D.S. Not really having a great time still. They kind of mass place their visions and sentries and stuff like that all in this top lane. Well, this one's about to die in a couple seconds, but there's a lot of stuff just mass placed in here, kind of recklessly placed. Actually, you'd see that this ward is blocking this camp here. So yeah, I don't think they see that, right? Really hope they don't. Might have misclicked. I didn't know that you could do that. I didn't even know that was a ping. I could draw on the map like a weird looking arrow here. Hopefully I didn't just reveal something. I might have on accident. It is still raining outside. Anyway, it looks like that's the last of the tier 1 towers. They're still trying to make some gold recovery, but those towers are a lot of gold. Like, it doesn't look like a lot of gold to begin with, but when you count down like where everybody's getting their gold from, it's these suckers. These give me so much gold. Leo is gonna be in trouble here. A big old stun coming out, as well as Magikarp's ultimate. Leo is trying to find a way out. He is finding his way out, and he is gone. Basically, he's basically gone. Looks like he's waiting for the heal from not Kenji, from Rap. Unfortunately, that is a fake OD. There's still no OD there after casting that stun. I don't know if you knew that. A lot of vision actually now on the side of the Dire. All defensive vision, except for there's this one vision ward from the Radiant that's doing some excellent scouting job. They do see that Colorful not lining up for a smoke, but has 3 sentries, and Radiance is going to be the pickup for Abaddon next. But there already are attempts of the tier 3 tower being sieged, as both of the towers now are on the cannon wave. Yep, there's the cannon right there. Yeah, they're just gonna wait it out. Roll going out though. It is gonna go straight on to Rap. Not gonna find the silence. There's the silence, and the stun will land on. Ooh, they almost get 2. But it is gonna be the OD that does get hit by the secondary stun unit there. Magikarp looking for the snowball into the snow roll, into the snow wall. It's not gonna find anything, unfortunately. The OD is gonna whack down Dark Willow, so rippity-doo, rippity-day is gonna be banished for the rest of the day. She will end up going down, unfortunately. Kenji, now it's Insane, just absolutely destroys Magikarp, but now Insane, with no mana and no HP, will go down. That's a ×5. And it looks like Bat will also fall as well. Who are we missing? Where's our one target we're missing? That's a big ultimate coming out from the Earth Spirit there. Unfortunately, it's not going to find any immediate targets, and the person missing from that fight is Leo. He's going to go for a Chrysalis next. And there's the dead. There's the dead 5 times. Wow, that's a 5 times on Rap. They're going to go ahead and wrap around this shrine here. Unfortunately, Jaquilo does manage to break his ultimate. Everyone gets stunned. Hopefully nobody else was planning the TP at that period of time. Everyone TPing in though. It's going to be Magikarp and a Colorful Fighter looking for a possible kill here. But there are no heroes here. Leo already left. He was just there for the aesthetic effect of pushing. So I'm quite perplexed by the Chrysalis pickup for Tiny, who's about like 300 gold away from it. I could see it being a Bloodthorn eventually, because I mean Bloodthorn's a great item and such. But this early, looks like Gyro's going to ult the air. Thought that Leo was going to go that way. Unfortunately, was not the case. In fact, double stun. Now here comes the bait, though, as Leo, big old fear coming in. It does manage to catch on 2, and Leo, no real way to escape at the moment. Does manage to toss, but that rocket's at least level 2 now. Doesn't really matter, though, because status resistance is a god, as Kenji will claim the kill on Rainbow Warrior. Jackie Lu does have ultimate available, actually. It looks like Leo coming in with no HP does manage to still get a kill without dying, and it looks like the super urn will be expended. Insane would to get the kill on the blank at the moment, and Jackie Lu looking for the shaman wards actually goes down onto Leo, and Leo, oh my gosh, surviving with 20 HP. He manages to get the kill. Well, not he, but Insane manages to get the kill on Jackie Lu. And that is another 5-man wipe, and all of that was to try and kill the Tiny, who at the end of the day is A-okay. And this is indefinitely a dead middle tower, and possibly, I'm going to say possibly a dead bottom tower as well. They can easily rotate into the next set of towers and get that no problem. It looks like that might be what the plan is here, and they might find the gyro as some extra collateral damage. Nope, doesn't look like they are going to find him. Templar Assassin currently has 7 traps down, or is there 7 total traps? You have 7 traps down. Scan going out, they do manage to find somebody waiting out in the jungle, but it's just 22. Just getting a little cheeky extra farm here. Crimson Guard actually going on to Batrider instead of a Blink Dagger, which is pretty interesting. You know, usually you go for the Blink Dagger as a Batrider who needs a Blink Dagger. Snowball going out onto the magic immune Dark Willow is going to be taking a lot of magic damage. Will still end up going down at the end of the day. It's the only one to fall. Still is a tower they can defend from, however, so it doesn't really change much. And Insane looking for some sort of insane wombo combo. Unfortunately, Tiny is up in the top lane. Silence does manage to go out from Rip Rap. Or is it Rip Rip? It's just Rap Rap. It's just Rap Rap. All the damage coming in there. A.I.D.S is Invis. And now he's not. He's going to whack on 22 quite a bit. The Crimson Guard freshly revealed. Leo has returned, however, dealing as much damage as possible to the team. Just managed to get a critical tree throw into his face. OD will be the third to fall. Then we have Jackie Lu is going to be degenning healing, but at the same time looking for the stun. Does manage to find it. It's actually a pretty good counter to the ultimate of, not hero, of Abaddon. I didn't think about that. Applying the urn to Abaddon, since Abaddon technically regenerates based on your attacks, and the super urn decreases your regen by, like, what, 75% or something like that? 70%. So it reduces regen and healing by 70%. And since Abaddon heals when you attack him, he's getting still healed 70% less of whatever his actual percentage is of his ultimate. Now if we go and look at Abaddon's ultimate, he heals, let's see, what does it say? It says Scepter damage, oh, Scepter damage redirect. So it's 100%. So he actually only gets 30% of the heal. Colorful Fighter, by the way, does manage to go down to a lot of rolling. As Leo will actually roll in, the Root will get the kill out on the blank, and the Fear will be there. Looks like Magikarp will be going down. It's going to be Gyrocopter having a hard time as well. It'll be a triple kill for Rap Rap somehow. Doesn't even use ultimate. Tusk is here, and he is trying to deal as much damage as possible. Does get the Snow Roll out, trying to deal as much damage to Insane as possible. The Root is going to go out from the Batrider, but they're looking for the burn. Are they going to get it? Oh, they almost got the Rampage with Rap Rap. And looks like Shaman and OD decide to buy, well, not Shaman, but OD decides to buy back, and a lot of X-Pings coming out from the Batrider. I don't really quite know why he is. I think he's asking if somebody can earn him, but it's not going to be the case. Leo gets the easy kill and does not manage to die to the dang... Oh, Shaman, I'm so sorry. Does not manage to get the Rampage either, and Leo actually just buys a salve from the side shop, and Magikarp calls the GG. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that's about it. As Veteran, oh, they're gonna push Leo into the jungle, into the tower there, and Veteran will take game number 2 over A.I.D.S. So, without further ado, ladies and gents, though, that is the end of the series for today. That's the end for me as well. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed this party, PD. Signing off.